I'm Eleanor Burgess, and I am the playwright of Wife of a Salesman. Wife of a Salesman tells the story of a wife who's married to a salesman who drives up from Brooklyn to Boston to confront her husband's mistress. When you hear sort of like wife and a mistress confront each other, it can be hard to imagine it, but it's in many ways a comedy. It's a maybe a tragic comedy or a, very philosophical comedy, but it's a really funny play. Wife of a Salesman, as the title suggests, is partially a riff on Death of a Salesman. Thinking about the stories that we're familiar with and what happens if you expand that and you expand the canon, and who is there room for in the canon and how can we make more room? The most famous line from Death of a Salesman is the idea that attention must be paid. And so for me, a lot of this play was sort of shifting that idea of to whom must attention be paid. And it was inspired partly by realizing that my grandmother was married to a salesman. My grandfather was a salesman, living in Brooklyn at around the time the play was written. And sort of realizing that my grandmothers were two women to whom attention was never fully paid. I don't see a lot of stories bringing their experiences to life. My experience with sort of seeing readings and interacting with some audience members is it makes you think about your own family in a really wonderful way. I think it's about what do you remember about your mother? What do you hope for your daughter? What have you never told your husband or never asked your wife?